Hello, Eternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. No change in the dynamic of Eternum last night as the forces of Royal Bums maintained the mud-covered bastion and retained rulership of the restless shores. KOTT news crews were on the scene, but Covenant leadership were already on their way to participate in the Festival of the Campfire. Going back earlier in the day, the Morning Risers were off and running, getting the first day's event underway. Recreating the ambiance of the first day took priority over the beach to bunk run as participants shared stories. We asked one participant to tell us about their swim.
8 to 9 hours, grueling waters, waves you would not even imagine. It was probably the worst day to swim to Eternum, but you know, my arms are tired. We got here. I'm humble about it, you know. We're just got this nice little camp. Got a nice little shop, selling my wares. It's easy, you know, it's just a nice life I got here, and I get to come to festivals like this across the country. It's just nice. So.
Throughout the day, we were able to talk to many members of the community about their shared experiences.
Yeah, I'm definitely hopium, for real.
No, I definitely think it's gonna get better once that update drops. It's a lot better than from what it started.
What is? Oh, hey, hello there. Welcome to the Festival of the Campfire. Would you care to share what the Festival of the Campfire means to you?
I don't know.
Put her on the spotlight.
As the night progressed, it became clear that Everfall would have the longest contiguous chain of campfires along the path to their starting beach. Despite having one of the longer trails to overcome, the spirit of camaraderie around the campfires along the climb made it that much easier to endure. Looking at the turnout, I dare say tonight's second event may be more entertaining as we encircle the hamlet, creating a ring of campsites around your favorite starter town. Turning to the weather, and once again the sun will shine all day long, keeping festivities light and joyous and full of hopium. But after sunset, look out for an early dusk invasion descending from the northern mountains into Brightwood. Get your dose of simulated fantasy combat resolution every hour on the hour tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it's cardboard. First up, the Syndicate forces of Rogue Reaver assail the Covenant forces of Hmong Village for control of the primary oil reserves of Weaver's Fen. The Syndicate forces of Rogue Reavers slog into the bog of the peat moss oil fields of the Fen in order to extract both the Covenant and the region's valuable resources. But in accordance with the Week 1 Accords drafted 1 year ago, the forces of Hmong Village occupy the rightly purchased region of the Fen as Covenant representative. As such, this is an act of war. Then, the Marauders of Dragoon Heathens assault the vault of Windsward in their attempt to steal away the financial capital from the Syndicate forces of Trainhard Esports. The Dragoon Heathens have been making steady progress in growing their marauding group of maulers and brawlers, and they're anxious to make a name for themselves on the island. However, the Syndicate forces of Trainhard Esports have made bank security their highest priority, improving fort defenses in order to prevent any theft. Later, the Covenant forces of Box E-Boy Experience attack the Syndicate forces of the Censored for control of the bamboo forest preserves and medicinal hot springs of Ebonscale. The newcomers of Box E-Boy Experience have yet to experience controlling a region, but these zealots care not about the resort destination town, but rather only its proximity to the western Death Wall. The Syndicate forces of the Censored have helped maintain the Onsen Resort town throughout the summer, and now stand ready to defend it despite the looming weather of the fall. In the nightcap, the Marauders of Server number 187, Healer, assail the Covenant forces of Tropical X for control of First Light and the flow of the spice. The newcomers of server number 187, Healer, have heard the rumors of the spice and have gathered their forces in order to make such a fabled production-rich region their own. But the Spice Lords of Tropical X have maintained a balance with the land, utilizing their rotational harvesting techniques, preventing any further spice-related abnormalities such as the spice blob previously reported on. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.